Um, this is my introduction. I'm Nikit, right? I'm 14, going to the ninth grade. Um, and I created this app because like one of my goals for Better Mind Labs, this like project I'm doing with Better Mind Labs, is that I wanted to make an impact on the community. I wanted to change something, I wanted to fix a problem that many people struggle with. So after a little bit of brainstorming, I realized that homework was something that like many people struggled with. So I decided to create ScholarSync AI, and I have made some previous projects before, such as Middle Ground, which is an intelligent meetup location searcher, and a playlist generator. And my project ScholarSync AI, um, it's an AI powered study optimizer, and a lot of students, especially high school students, when they struggle with too much homework, a large workload, and they can't plan it as well, ScholarSync AI helps split it down. As shown in the graph, a large assignment or project, you can put it into our ScholarSync AI engine, and it'll split it up into as many days as needed. And it has three different planning modes, which are the exam planner, the project breakdown, and the study booster, which all have their own they have their own sort of field of what they plan: exams, projects, and studying. So they efficiently organize studying and homework and project. And plus, another feature we have is the calendar synchronization, where the user can simply click a button and easily synchronize their homework, their plan that they generated, with their calendar. So, a problem that I noticed is that during my time as a middle schooler, I've noticed that a lot of students struggle with homework. Some of my friends, they're staying up really late just finishing their homework. Some of them don't even sleep or get very little sleep. And I realized that this was affecting them in school. They were being really sleepy. Some of them couldn't focus. Some of them were sleeping in class. So I created ScholarSync AI to help solve this problem, to help them plan their homework better, to help them add breaks, to help them plan their breaks, to help them plan their rest, and to help them efficiently complete their homework so that they will be well rested and ready for school. So here's some insights that I have. The first one is a chart from Clockify, which shows that time management is one of the challenges that students face the most. And student burnout, which is when students feel overwhelmed by their homework, or they have too much homework and they're too tired, they can't complete it. Those rates have increased a lot, especially after the pandemic. As you can see on the chart on the right, percent of burnout of students in 2014 was only around like 3%, while in 2022, it went to around 11% of students that were experiencing burnout. So both of these studies show that time management and burnout are problems that are faced by a lot of students. As the data shows here, 31% of students report getting 5 hours or less of sleep every night, and the recommended for teens is 8 to 10 hours. And the research also reports that 47% of students struggle with time management. In the European study, Lacombe et al. Found that 3 times more students experienced academic burnout after the pandemic than before, which also amounts to mental struggles, to tiredness at school, which will, like, it actually doesn't benefit their journey, even though their academic journey, even though they're staying up late and doing a lot of homework, trying to get their grades well. This is actually harming their grades as they cannot focus in class. So our solution, ScholarSync AI, it helps optimize the academic journey with its intelligent project breakdown, its exam planner, and study booster. The intelligent exam planner plans exams. It covers students studying for exams, which helps the students not get overwhelmed with big tests such as finals, and it helps students assess their own confidence and generates a study plan based on that. The intelligent project breakdown is more for when a student needs to get a really large project finished, complex papers to large lab reports. It splits that down into tiny, tiny milestones, tiny steps that students can easily complete. It makes it seem much more simpler and doesn't and like reduces anxiety from really big projects. And Study Booster is more for homework. If students don't have too much time to do homework or have a lot of time to do homework, the Daily Study Booster is going to help the students plan it accordingly. It's going to create checklist requirements and it's going to create a step by step study schedule so that the students can fit studying into their schedule. So now I should go to the demonstration.
Yeah, we can go ahead.
Scholars. All right. This is ScholarSync AI. Reload it for the best experience. Okay. So ScholarSync AI, this is the landing page. When you log in with your Google account, you get this interface. On this side of the sidebar, this is where the student gets their input. And on this side, this is where they get the output. This is where the student gets their information. So, for example, if I enter, if I give it a date, let's say July 17th, 2026, and self-assessed confidence, I'll just put this here. So I'm struggling with integration in AP Calculus, need timeline verification for AP US History, and I'm good with physics and honors biology. I can optimize my strategy roadmap, and it's gonna give a thinking process. It's gonna give a structure. It's gonna give me, it's gonna give me specific dates, and eventually it's gonna give me some final milestones. And now I can synchronize it with my Google Calendar. So you see here it says calendar linked, and I'm getting notifications here. So once these notifications start popping up, I can check my calendar and I'll have all my homework here. As you can see, I have some other things here as well from previous iterations. But you can see the exam prep study plan. It stops on the 17th. Now I can ask it about my homework. And it would give you an answer. Well, one more feature that this ScholarSync chatbot has is that it avoids any unrelated content. So if you put anything there, it's gonna give you like a notification. And so, anyways, it's gonna give you a gibberish detected, and one of the words it immediately detects is homework. So even if you put something that's not gibberish, such as hello, it's not gonna respond. Now our next phase is milestones, which breaks the project down, which breaks large projects down. So you can call this one chemistry lab report fractional distillation and must include hypothesis, three body paragraphs, the highly parts, and let's say a complete bibliography in Emily form. You give it a submission deadline, and once you hit optimize, it's the AI is going to do its work and it's going to get you a solution. You check for it, and the AI shows its thinking process so that you can see the process behind organizing it. It checks itself with its prompt. It creates checkpoints for it. Focus data and charts. Focus body paragraphs. Bibliography. Review and final polish. And it checks itself. And then once again, you can synchronize it to your Google Calendar. Now, Booster is the last one. It's for studying. So let's say I have 2 hours, which I can study, and I'll put my homework there. Do 10 problems from the math book. Need 2 chapters in the English book of the month. Write a paragraph about the Civil War. And finally, let's say practice PM, right? And once I optimize it, it's going to use the AI, it's going to check it itself, and it creates a solution for me. Time allocation strategy with my 120 minutes. It's going to give it a little bit, it's going to do a little bit of check. It's going to draft the plan. And finally, it's going to generate me a schedule. Once that is done, oh yeah, you can also use images. So for example, if I put something here such as, let's see an image from this one. I say, what does this image, how does the information provided in this image affect my homework plan? So now, this actually gives me an error because clearly the image was not related to homework. So this has a lot of detecting. And once I'm done, I can simply sign out and it signs me out. I'm back to the landing page. I can change my theme, light to dark to cosmic. And I personally like cosmic mode because when I sign in, it provides me a nice interface. Cosmic mode. This is dark mode, and this is light mode. And some of the colors change, while some of them stay the same. So I think that's everything for ScholarSync AI.